Hey, we're here to do a reading. We are going to do a... Ooh, this card's on its own. Grab your monster by the tail. Oh, ignore my nails. I had an issue today. Wow, that is stunning. So this is dragon, thistle, and a series of constellations, and a hare, and a monkey? Very interesting. We're going to go with this one, partly because it was I'm very intrigued by it being on its own. But also, it gives some shadow work. Yeah. And then, third reason, I only have so much time. I just realized I'm left in my space. Anyways, hi, I'm TR. I thought I was open to it. That would have been very interesting. Okay, so card 31. Grab your monster by the tail. Oh, so we're using the Dream Song Oracle. And I'm actually going to do a tarot reading as well. That's why I want to save some time. Ooh. Here it is. I didn't even really search for it. Grab your monster by the tail. A famous poet once said, "Perhaps all the dragons in our lives are princesses who are only waiting to see us act just once with beauty and courage. Perhaps everything that frightens us in its deepest essence, Interesting. Perhaps everything that frightens us is, in its deepest essence, something helpless that wants our love." It's time to grab your monster by the tail. So many of us sweep our fears under the rug where they'll be less threatening, less likely to disturb our comfort. See that cardinal's freaking out there? This moment challenges you to stand in your power and confront what seems overwhelming, intimidating, or downright scary. Crisis is the companion of opportunity. Careful with that one. It's a yes and no. I'll get to that in a second. Let me finish. Look beyond the surface of your fear to the gifts hiding in the deep. Hi, baby. It's my dog's on the couch there. Okay, so if you're already pretty damn sure about something, yes, allow your quote unquote falling apart moments to allow the light in, more knowledge, and to let communication flow outward. But mean that shit, right? If it's a moment of desperation, do not do that. Right? But if it's a moment of deep knowing and your sense that I don't want to say you don't have anything to lose, because I think that's a very bad, and I don't think that is an ideal place to start or manifest from, right? You don't want to, I'm not saying what it was like, what immediately came to mind was, you have to have experience for this entry-level position. That's not what I mean. What I mean is, what do I mean? It flew out the window. Weird. Okay. Alright, I'm meant to shift. We can get back to that. I guess I was ranting, getting off on a tangent. Grab your monster by the fear. Okay. Allow yourself to see the fear. Don't look away from that monster. If you can see the fear, you can reverse engineer that shit, right? What's facing upwards? Son of Wands, inspiration. So that's the that's that little bit of letting the light in with the gesture there. There's wands, it is ideas. Ooh. It is still a page though. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of sensation. I haven't done an actual tarot reading in a minute on here at least. I'm like being almost inundated. Okay, we're gonna do a tarot reading with 2 decks. So I got this little Mago deck here, and it has the 2 decks in it. Again, ignore the mouse. We have the well-known Spirit Animal Oracle by Kim Krantz, and the same with tarot, right? I put them together and make a big old deck. Since I haven't done an actual Celtic Cross on here in a second, please bear with me. I haven't done I've done tarot reading out here in the sunroom all year. So we're gonna use this Grab Your Monster by the Tail as an overall theme with the inspiration to do so of the page. Again, it is my assumption that the page energy suggests a lack of familiarity of actually stopping and looking at the fear. There might be moments, might be glimpses, might be shame. Has there been a real breakdown and looking at it, assessing it? Good, bad, indifferent, internal, external, the why, right? Bomni Spirit, formerly Water Baby Tarot, had this reading once that said, I can't remember what sign she was talking about. It was a sign reading though, where an individual took their pain like a ball in their hands and stared at it and analyzed that shit and leaned into it. This reminds me of training. Leaned into it, where the knowing, the overanalyzing and knowing became almost, and this is the training thing, becomes almost redundant. Look at your own shit and the whys and internal, external, until it becomes redundant. Until you're so sick of your own shit. Fireworks. We're very close to the 4th. I think it's the first. Okay, so man, I don't even have that much time. It's probably for the best. So we're going to do 2 cards for each placement. And we'll probably I'll try to hammer through these. So 2 for you. So what crosses you? 1 second. I do apologize. I'm almost wondering if that's not what they want me to do. Okay, because that's the Oracle. 1 second, I'm sorry. Fascinating that my brain is doing this to me right now. Okay. We will leave those cards there, but so we have root cause. Root cause. Past goal. It's interesting order they're putting in that in though. Future. And you have, so they do it backwards. You external hopes and fears and final outcome. I don't have enough space on my thing here. What a big table. But I just didn't, I wasn't thinking. Okay. Whew. We're gonna run out of time. Where did I close that? I'm so frazzled, people. Forgive me. Wow. I am impressed by my own brain doing weird things. Okay. This is heart of the matter, but I put this as you. So we're going to go with that. Whoa! 5 of Wands. 8 of Swords. Dang. No wonder you needed a reading. So 5s are change. So maybe that's, if it was the root, that would be inspiration for the movement, which is Wands energy, right? But the 8 of so inspiration for movement. It's 5s are change with Wands that are movement. And then the 8 of Swords, you are up. You are strung up by your own need to transform, which makes sense. Okay. Now I just picked these up upside down, which may or may not be, but so opposing factors. A 2 of Pentacles, which is usually the jester holding the 2. I'll show you in 1 second. And then the 5, no. 6 of Swords. Your opposing factors. So how you were strung up the transformation? Here, it shows that the butterfly is already there. But the rainbow is almost a footnote in this 6 of Swords energy. So much of what's happening is rain. The rainbow itself is barely illuminating anything. So, although you might feel there might be a sense of transformation, it's not what's really, I want to say, the driving force. It's overpowering. All right, so root cause. Okay, the mountain's funny for reasons that we don't need to get into, but 3 of Pentacles is building, right? But earthworm. I've mentioned this before, at least to somebody I know somebody recently, that within these decks there is I have 2 cycle cards, right? One being the Sea Serpent, which is a spirit card in the actual Oracle deck, Actually, it is in the same deck. Which is sort of a transcending cycles. Like a Fibonacci. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna run out of space. And then the Earthworm, which is my grounded cycles, being stacked cycles. I'm gonna name my part 2. This is ridiculous. I've never done this. Okay, sorry.